So here we are, day 3. As I said, the wake up times are going to get earlier and earlier as I get fully into my routine. So as you can see, if I turn it around just now, you can see it's currently just before 6. I woke up about half an hour ago, and as you can see, if you look outside, just complete darkness, nothing out there at all. So yeah, waking up before sunrise, going to be working until after sunset most likely. Like I said, I'm trying to do 12-hour days, 6 days a week, which means that I can do, like now, I can do 6 till 6, or I can do, I don't know, 5 till 5, maybe 6 till 6 will be better. I get up at 5, do what I need to do. Maybe in the future, if I add the gym in the next couple of weeks, then it means that I can get up at 5, go to the gym, do like a quick workout, come back, start work then. That'll probably be about 6:37, and then work from then. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, and I'll keep updating it. But yeah, basically the biggest things to work on today is going to be basically a lot of deep niche. Can't even speak niche research, because the module that I did yesterday, 1.5 in Imperium Academy, was total niche immersion, which, in a sense, because I've obviously already been running this business in the aesthetic clinic and beauty business niche for the last 4 months already, a lot of it was like, well, I'm going to go through it and I'm going to obviously pay attention as I would and as I should. But obviously I've already been running the business for 4 months in this niche, so there's a lot of stuff that I have been able to work out, but there's a lot of stuff that I probably haven't, and I'm going to basically build up a lot of resources that I can read and watch, to look at finding out exactly what is the problem within this niche that I'm not already aware of, and how I can basically solve it better. We haven't technically got to the bit where we find out how we solve it, but I just need to validate that there is a solution available there and what that looks like. Because obviously at the minute it's kind of been generic lead gen. A lot of clinics coming through and that I've been speaking to are just saying, well, I just want more bookings. That's the main thing about it. Like, people just aren't aware of us. There's a lot of competition. So a lot of these things, like, I know about, and I could, if I was to say, well, what would be a average clinic that I would speak to, they say, we're fairly new, or we've just moved, or we're opening a second location. People aren't too aware of us. Like, we have a small client base, but we're not expanding at the rate that we would like to. So we need some sort of stimulus, some sort of push in demand to basically be able to get new clients on board. Because obviously, once I get them leads through and then bookings through, it means that they'll be able to keep that client for the long term, and obviously their LTV will be much higher than the initial value that I bring them from that. So yeah, there'll be all of those things, but then obviously with this course with Imperium and Charlie Morgan, it just goes so much deeper. So I'm going to go through all of this. I can't just, watch the 2-3 hour videos and then not put the work in the background, obviously. So once I do that, I'm pretty much going to be going on to some of the next modules. I've got some other to-dos here with, like, watching my previous calls and sending messages to some previous clients as well. But yeah, all fun and games, and I'll keep you updated throughout the day as I get through this, basically. So see you then. So as you can see, some time has passed now. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning now, and I've literally all morning been working on my niche avatar document. So at the minute, this document is, as you can see, about 45 pages, basically working on it, about really trying to learn and go really in depth on who is basically my target avatar, who is the type of client that I would want to work with, and basically every single bit of information about them. If we go down to this table of contents, like, what are their traumas, what are their obstacles, how old are they, what are their dreams, what are their fears, and how can basically I understand this type of person in every single way possible to be able to help me to understand how I can help them, and how I can ultimately get them to trust me in doing so. And obviously you can see there's a bit of a summary here about it, and then all of the different things here about, time and energy problems. The clinic owners, they're doing absolutely everything. They're giving emotional support for clients, as well as obviously being a practitioner themselves, but then they're also trying to think about marketing and what they need to post and everything like that, and just basically getting everything like this. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of niche research this morning. You'll also be able to see, I'll be showing it now, kind of me actually working on that little time lapse for you of me this morning going at it through the courses, through all my niche research. I messed it up once again. And also a little bit of the sunrise as well, because at the minute in these winter months it's taking a long time to come up. The days at the minute are between about 8 and 4, and in this room where I'm living it's absolutely freezing. Like I'm having to put a blanket over my legs like a little old lady. So yeah, but it's all going well today. Today was kind of the first day of me basically starting the day at a very good time, so making sure I wake up I ended up waking up about 5:20, which is completely fine. Was supposed to be 5 on the dot, but who's counting, hey? So I got up, got to work for 6. I've done the last basically 3 hours of work, which has been a lot of niche research, and I'm now doing courses again. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some more niche research later on as well, because there's still, despite that document being about 40 pages, there's still a lot more to cover apparently. So yeah, I'll go through all of that, and yeah, obviously I'll show you as I go along. So a little update for you. It's now 1 o'clock, and yeah, I've been working the whole day basically. I'm just taking a little break now. I've obviously had food throughout the day, but I'm just gonna go on a little walk basically, and then yeah, just have a little rest that way. Otherwise, I've been awake since 5 and just indoors. It's the one bad thing with working from home such long hours, is that you need to take breaks. Otherwise you can go crazy and get some crazy cabin fever. I get that quite bad. But yeah, basically today, as you know, I've just been working through basically loads of the Imperium course. If I show you a bit of my calendar today, like you saw in the morning, I was doing some niche research. I did some more of the courses in the morning, some of the offer creation. I had a bit of food, and then I actually had a call with my dad for an hour and a half about sales, since he was in sales when he was younger. So I did some sales training with him, and he gave me some really good advice. And then did some more of the Imperium courses, and then now I'm taking a little break. And yeah, I'll show you a little bit of the walk, and then that'll be the video update for today, because for the rest of the day until about 6 p.m, I'm just going to be doing more and more of these courses, trying to get through week 1. If you can see, I'm so close, 70%. If I do this one, you can see how this is a 2.5 hour video, but I am, as you can see, about an hour of the way through it. So another hour and a half of that video, then I have half an hour of this, and then another half an hour of this. So basically an hour of those, hour and a half of that. Basically I've got about 2.5 hours worth of content from just this last part of the course. So I'm going to do that obviously when I come back from this break, and then go on to some of the mindset training, because that's supposed to be really good. So yeah, I'll see you then. See, this is something that I love about the UK though, just on a little side street. But yeah, just the countryside and things like that. Even though I live in quite a big town, there is a lot of green space around here, and parks, and yeah, little nature walks to go on. It's really lovely. So yeah, as I said in the previous clip, it's just after 1 o'clock now. It's crazy to think that like working from, if it was 5 till 1, that's like 8 hours. So yeah, I've kind of been awake and pretty much working the whole time in between those hours. So yeah, it's been a day and a half for sure. And in a sense, it's only getting started because I've still got until, well, tonight basically. I'm going to be working until like 6 p.m. But look at this. It's a nice place I live. It's just sometimes it's like, it's dead right now. It's just sometimes, like I'm always... One second, I've got some music playing. It's making me not be able to think. But yeah, there's just sometimes where I'm kind of like... like I'm so far away from like real home and I don't really know what to do. Like in this space, like, I'll get up early, I'll go to work like at Audi sometimes. But then other than that, when I'm not there, I'm like, what do I do around here? Especially when I'm like kind of on my own. I'm not really good friends with any of the people in my house, obviously, since I left uni. So sometimes it is a bit like, I'm just in this whole new town. I don't really have... Oh shit, I almost just fell over. I don't have much like transport or anything to do around here. So sometimes it is like, a little bit depressing, but it's good to get on walks like this and fucking I'm going to fall over if I'm not careful. But yeah, it's good to get on walks like this and try and reset your mind at least once during the day, especially when I'm working from home like all damn day like I usually do, because otherwise it's very easy to get quite like depressed and down about everything really. I was finding that a little bit earlier. Like I said, I'll be filming the ups and the downs. At the minute, like obviously it's the start of the year, I'm very optimistic, like everything's like really good, really positive, but obviously there will be times in the next like few days maybe even, or next few months, and even after that throughout like the rest of the year where things won't be as positive and some things won't be going right and then they will, and like it's going to be like a whole range of different things, and that's what this is about. Like I don't know, I just felt inspired by other people like my mentor and even people really big in the space, like Iman Gadzhi, who kind of made the whole SMMA and consulting space like really big. Like he's another one who he filmed everything from the start as well, and I'm not trying to say that I'm going to be or even want to be the next one of him, but it's good in general to film everything, to be able to watch this in a few months and even a few years' time when obviously I'll be in much different circumstances, and I'll be able to look at this and go, wow, look at what he was like back then, and when I didn't really know what the hell I was doing, and when I was living in this place on my own, not really, again, not having a clue, being kind of on my own, isolated in this place, having that little job at Audi, like, it's weird, and this is literally only the next like 6 months of my life being in this area here. So I'm gonna make use of it, and I'm gonna try and enjoy it as best I can. But yeah, that's day 3 now. I'm gonna go home and do the rest of the courses for the rest of the day. Just try and learn and action everything that I can. And then it will be up early tomorrow because I've got an Audi shift tomorrow at 5 a.m. So yeah, I need to be up at 4 and go to work, finish at 1. I'll come back at 1, which is just after now. But tomorrow, obviously. And do a bit more work until whenever the hell. And yeah, that's my days at the minute.